Hi there, and welcome to this presentation of our KITE 2020 paper, Understanding Walking Meetings, Drivers and Barriers. This paper is authored by Carine Lallemand, Rens Brankaert, Aarnout Brombacher, Pieter van Wesemael, Steven Vos, and me. My name is Damen. Our increasingly sedentary lives have become a major public health risk. Physical inactivity is now considered the fourth leading cause of death worldwide, and the office environment is an environment where sitting behavior predominates. This is why workers should aim to initially progress toward accumulating 2 hours per day of standing and light activity, eventually progressing to a total accumulation of 4 hours per day. These designs and interventions that have been developed to reduce sedentary behavior in the office environment, however, have one thing in common. Most of these designs and interventions see physical activity as a break from work. They interrupt the work to notify the user that they should be doing something else instead of sitting. Walking meetings offer a promising means to integrate physical activity with work. Since very little is known about walking meetings and how we can support this practice with supportive technology, we installed a service design called the WorkWalk on our university campus to study walking meetings in a living lab setting. The WorkWalk has been installed at our university campus in 2018 and consists of 3 elements. First, a route of 1.8 kilometers long, indicated by blue dots. Following these dots will lead you around the campus for approximately 25 minutes. The second element of the WorkWalk is the integration in the university's room booking system, so that reserving a WorkWalk is done in the same way as booking a regular meeting room. So you can either add the location to a calendar event or directly book a WorkWalk in the booking system with a self-selected duration. The third element of the WorkWalk are the meeting point signs that you can find near the entrances of all faculty buildings. These signs show the duration of the WorkWalk and how to book it. To inform the future development of supportive tools for walking meetings, we need in-depth qualitative insights from people who have experiences with walking meetings. We therefore conducted 16 semi-structured interviews while walking, in which we covered the following topics: the usage of the WorkWalk, the experiences with walking meetings, the characteristics of these meetings, the perceived benefits and disadvantages of walking meetings, and future possibilities to improve walking meetings. Based on a qualitative analysis of our interview data, we found 9 drivers and 9 barriers of walking meetings. We will highlight some of them here in this presentation. According to the participants, walking meetings felt more informal and less hierarchical. They felt they had better and more natural conversations and that it was easier to talk about difficult topics. It also felt less confrontational and more collaborative. The visibility of the WorkWalk served 4 different functions according to the participants. First, it created awareness of the option of doing a walking meeting. Second, as a motivator to seeing one's agenda. Third, it normalized the walking meeting practice because the institution made it possible to do so. And fourth, it provided guidance for people on their walking meeting. The environmental landmarks were used for time management during walking meetings. It provided a shared sense of time according to participants. In addition, landmarks were perceived as a means to recall memories and made it easier to remember those meetings. We also found 9 barriers for walking meetings. To begin with hierarchy. Participants felt reluctant to ask a person with job seniority to go for a work walk. They felt that they should initiate the walking meeting. In addition, walking meetings were perceived as more time-consuming compared to normal meetings by some of the participants. It also required a more relaxed mindset. For most of the participants, walking meetings were not part of a daily routine and were not on top of mind when going into a meeting. Walking meetings did not accommodate note-taking nor presenting, and were therefore not felt the right fit for meetings that require those activities. From our findings, we derived 5 design considerations. Our first design consideration is that context-aware support systems could overcome perceived barriers of planning and appropriation of active ways of working. In our case, for instance, the booking system. This could provide a suggestion of a walking meeting at the right time and at the right place. It could book an alternative room automatically in case of bad weather or provide an indoor walking route alternative. This could increase the adoption of walking meetings by addressing bad weather, which was perceived a barrier by our users. A more context-aware system that understands the constraints and characteristics of one's calendar could support the adoption of active ways of working and enrich the overall user experience of supportive technologies. Our second design consideration. Adaptability and diversity stimulate the onboarding of new users and facilitates open-ended use in active ways of working. We saw notable differences between the opinions and reflections of novice walkers compared to more experienced ones. Novice walkers tended to use the WorkWalk route more and followed it more closely. Experienced walkers, on the other hand, deviated more from the predefined WorkWalk route. The WorkWalk line thus seems to serve as a starting point for people to get familiar with walking meetings, guided by concrete and tangible elements. The route was used more freely by experienced walkers, who actively adjusted their route according to the type and duration of their meetings. This shows the importance of designing the service components in line with and adaptable to the user's level of experience. The third design consideration. Embedding active ways of working in existing infrastructure and work routines by making it physically visible increases social acceptance. Our findings show that walking meetings entail a high relational aspect, with people often reflecting on them using social and hierarchical terms. Participants sometimes felt the barrier that walking meetings were not really accepted as part of the work culture and did not dare to enforce walking meetings on their colleagues. The visibility of the WorkWalk concept enhanced the social acceptance of walking meetings. This was mainly due to the presence of the dotted line and the meeting point signs on the campus, showing that the institution supported the practice of walking meetings. We thus stressed the importance of physical elements in the built environment to legitimate active ways of working for users as well as observers. Our fourth design consideration. Using the indoor and outdoor environment and significant landmarks could leverage the potential of walking meetings and their implementation. Our data indicated that nudges to walk could not only be placed outside, but rather have a starting point or trigger indoors to bridge both environments and lower the threshold to engage in walking meetings. Participants indicated that walking meetings presented an opportunity to manage time in a more natural way. Landmarks were, for instance, used by experienced walkers as cues to smoothly end a meeting, thus adding to a sense of efficiency and time management. Indirect cues, such as coming back to a starting point, were used as soft interaction points. This could also be considered when designing new walking routes, shaped according to meaningful landmarks and felt experiences of users. Lowering the threshold to engage in a walking meeting by using the indoor and outdoor environment creates more opportunities to increase the uptake of walking meetings. The fifth and final design consideration is that walking methodologies can be used to improve the social dynamics and setup of meetings. We saw in our results that walking can reduce the feeling of formality, hierarchy, and stress. In addition, walking meetings felt more relaxed as opposed to regular meetings, both physically and mentally. We also found that walking promotes a collaborative way of working in the office context. Overall, we see great potential for technology and design to enhance the user's experience of walking meetings and active ways of working. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and please feel free to contact us. Maybe we could take inspiration from great philosophers such as Friedrich Nietzsche, who said, "All truly great thoughts are conceived while walking."